Shablam!
Hi, Annie.
Hi, Lorelei. We are back again for episode 5. Can you believe it?
Back again. So hype, so femme, adrenaline.
Oh.
That's Shablam. Say what?
Now do it in Spanish.
Honey. I am not performing my monkey tricks for you anymore where I'm not doing like the Spanish gig. You're not just gonna tell me what to do at the drop of a hat.
Come on, then what else am I here for if I can't order you around?
Well, actually, speaking of ordering me around.
Yeah.
You didn't really do much of that today at our brunch earlier. We had brunch earlier. That was my way of trying to transition into brunch, but Annie was actually an angel at brunch, and I was being a monster to you.
Per usual.
It's a lot of I was being basically encouraged to be mean to you.
By Watson. Yeah, when you two are together, it's like coming at me on both sides.
We had a very rare occasion of hosting
Three-way host.
a show with 3 hosts. It was me, Annie, and our friend, a good drag king here in Los Angeles, Watson Side.
Hey, Watson.
And it was fun.
Very fun.
But when Watson and I are together, we love picking on Annie.
I know. Even in our group chat beforehand, you two were roasting me.
I can't help it.
I've never been called old so many times.
Do you want to say how old you are to the audience?
They know. If you're a Shablammer, you should know how old I am by now.
Shablamers, leave how old you are in the comments down below. You better be older than 18, bitch.
I'll be 29 next year. So excited.
Okay. No one believed you. Anyway. But yeah, brunch was a key. It was a Broadway brunch. So I performed some Hedwig and the Angry Inch, which is why I kind of look like this.
You performed multiple numbers.
I also did I Speak 6 Languages from the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. For those of you who are musical theater nerds, icons, you get it, you know.
She wanted to do a third number, but we didn't let her.
I wanted to do a duet with my sister Annie.
Aw, love you, sis.
But she didn't want to do it with me. She literally was like, I don't want to do a duet.
It was a Broadway brunch, and you wanted to do our High School Musical 3
Don't
duet.
even pretend like that was the reason why. Oh my God.
I am a stickler when it comes to theme.
No. A liar caught in 4K. Literally,
hey,
I'm the Lorelei. You're the antibiotics lie.
I guess I got to put $1 in
House
our
of
Lorelei
Lie.
jar.
House of Lie.
House of Lie. Wait, oh yeah, we still need to get that Lorelei jar.
Yeah, we don't have the Lorelei liar jar.
In the
but
Bodega.
if we had it, you'd be putting in $1 right now.
Okay. I owe you.
Well, speaking of IOU, bitch.
I performed The Diva's Lament from Spamalot at the Broadway Brunch, because that's a Broadway show. Che from, what's that Sex and the City spinoff called?
And Just Like That?
And Just Like That. That was who originally played that role. Did you know that?
Che Diaz?
Yes. Have you heard them sing their voices? Well, you did because you were at the brunch. That's Che.
Can you explain this to the camera, please?
Okay, so the musical Spamalot, the original Broadway cast, the person who played, I don't know what the character's name is. It's the person
Lady
who
in the
sings,
Lake.
Yeah, Lady in the Lake. Is the same actor who plays Che Diaz in And Just Like That, Sara Ramirez. They're a wonderful actor. I think they're a Tony Award winner. You didn't
Their
know
real
that?
name isn't Che Diaz? I thought their real name was Che Diaz.
No, that's their name. That's their character's name. And then Just Like That, silly.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Wow.
I was seeing all these Che Diaz jokes on Twitter and I saw, the photos of said actor.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess that person's name is Che Diaz. Ugh,
Oh.
and this is what I get for not watching Sex in the City.
See, it's not a Housewives franchise. You don't watch it.
My problem is that I'm a completionist. So
Yeah.
when I started Housewives, I've been on a 2-year journey of trying to get through every single episode of every single franchise just for the sake of having it all under my belt. So I don't really have a lot of time to watch other things, which is why it was exceptionally rare that I carved out time in my week to watch 6 Feet Under as part of my homework assignment.
Yes.
And I got information from my mother about my birth.
Oh, good. So you did the homework assignment from last week and the week before.
Yeah, bitch.
Great work. But before we get into the homework, I have a bone to pick with you, bitch. I'm pissed.
Now what? Now why am I in it? Now what I do?
I was going to start it at the top of the episode, but I wanted to give us a little minute to, gather our audience and get them comfortable.
You're freaking me out. What are you? Oh my God, I'm getting stressed out.
I am obsessed with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I have devoted so much of my life to this fucking show, and I've avoided Housewives for how long has it been on now? 20 years?
I've got you addicted.
Yes, it's a problem.
Okay, so now you're getting it.
It's so good.
It's unbelievably good. This season, ladies,
hats off.
Literally, my hat is off to you.
Snaps.
Heather Gay.
Oh,
Whitney Rose,
see, I don't know their last names.
Angie Katsunavis, Meredith Marks, Lisa Barlow, Bronwyn Newport, Mary Cosby, Brittany Bateman.
We gotta talk about
Especially
Brittany.
you, Brittany Bateman. Thank you for a great season.
Oh my God.
Thank you for a great season. I'm excited. Well, by the time this episode comes out, I think the season will be over,
It will,
but
yeah,
we're
okay.
about to get the reunion next week, and we're very, very excited. Hopefully, we get one of you on the podcast sometime. That would be like dream guest.
Who do you think the first one would be that would be on our pod? Shablam.
Who gives out of the whole cast of Salt Lake City? Who gives the most Shablam vibes? The most Shablammer energy. And remember that a Shablammer, if you're watching this podcast right now,
Fill them in.
a Shablammer is a culturalist. They're a philosopher. They're new age, and they're also all about living life, making art, and friendship, which is what Annie and I have got here.
Hey.
And for all of that, I would maybe say Whitney Rose would be a really great.
Oh, my girl Whit.
Would really be a great addition to the Shablam cast.
I love her in this red, this like ginger.
She has this little ginger bob going
Oh,
right now.
so good. Love you, Whit. I agree. I would second guess Bronwyn. She seems like a Shablam. She has the energy. Whimsy.
The whimsy of a Shablammer.
Yes.
She's whimsical about life about it.
Yes. And she's honest. I feel like she's like to the point. She'll give it to you straight.
She would certainly do well with us on the microphone.
I think so.
She would give it to us straight.
Yeah. Bring a look. She'd definitely serve a look.
Hello.
Come on.
I would what look would you have her wear? Her hot dog look.
Of course. I think so.
Legendary.
Now, is it okay that we're talking about Housewives for a brief moment?
Yeah,
it's
just
your
for a brief
fault.
moment. No, I know. I literally got Annie obsessed. But we should move on to our homework assignment.
Right, but before that, the Housewives.
Okay, one more thing.
So one more thing. I just want to know which housewife you would be from this cast. Who you think is the most?
Who I think I relate to the most.
No, who you would... Yeah, I guess so.
Who I would relate to the most, or who I think I would actually be the most?
Who you would be the most.
That's really hard to say.
Like if we were casting.
I feel like I would probably be Lisa Barlow.
Okay. That's actually who I would have cast you as too.
Right? Wouldn't you
possibly
cast me
as a Brittany.
Love that. My name is Lisa Barlow. I'm the owner of Vita Tequila. Come on, Snatch Game.
We
Okay.
gotta try that. Do they sell Vita Tequila? Hi, Alex. That's Alex.
Oh
our
yeah,
straight
Alex
producer.
gave us a good chuckle back there. Our straight producer, Alex. Hey,
Hey, straight producer Alex.
we need a Vita Tequila tasting.
Do they sell that in LA?
Of course.
Lisa, could you send us some tequila? We'll try it right on the pod.
Vita Tequila sponsorship.
Hey, sponsor number 1 request.
If you work at Vita Tequila, leave a comment down below.
Leave a comment below. Who do you think? Who would you cast me as? I have a guess.
Feel like you would be giving Heather.
That's who I would say. Too.
Yeah. I think you give Heather energy.
I think so. I love Heather. Heather, come on the pod. Kinky.
Heather Gay, let's get you on the podcast.
Ooh.
What would you ask Heather?
Well, I'd want to hear about her newest book.
Of course.
Actually, I would relate to her on the religious upbringing and kind of stepping away from the church. So I'd probably ask something about that.
Gag it.
Yeah.
That's
I
going
think
to be
we
a really
could
good
bond.
interview. Season 2.
Hey, stay tuned.
Season 2. All right. Do you want to tell the audience the truth about your homework assignment? You've been stalling long enough. I see what you've been doing this episode. You've been procrastinating and stalling from the fact that...
Well, for the first time in my life, I must ask for an extension on my homework.
Unbelievable.
Bitch! In my defense, we usually do these a week in between.
Mm-hmm.
This one, there was a few days.
Uh-huh.
We only had a few days, and we had multiple gigs. We've only talked about one, but we've been doing gigs. And you talked me so much up about my book report, so it has to be good. I was supposed to write a scene of the meet cute of Lorelei and Antibiotics at our gay hotel, or gay casino.
Yeah, excuse you.
Pardon me. Gay
Shablam.
casino.
Shablam the gay casino.
Yes, unless we get a better name from our audience, let us know what
Leave a comment down below.
Hello. So I've been busy, bitch, and I wanted it to be good. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying because you were grilling me last week, being like,
well,
about forgetting my homework assignment.
Yeah. Well, it's different when it's me.
You want to hear the story about my birth? It's kind of crazy.
Yes. Do you want to start with that, or do you want to go back to do a quick recap of 6 Feet Under?
6 Feet Under was a gag. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
I only got one episode.
Okay, it's good though, right?
It is good.
For those who missed it, her homework assignment from 2 weeks ago was to watch the show 6 Feet Under. Came out in like 2004.
It feels that way.
Created by Alan Ball, who did American Beauty and True Blood. I don't know if you've seen either of those.
It's a drama. It was a drama.
Frances Conroy is the matriarch of this family who works at a funeral home in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you liked it.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Will you continue to watch?
Probably not.
Okay,
it was just a little
enough.
taste because you told me to watch. But
Yeah.
hey, if you're watching this podcast and you want to follow along with our homework assignments, definitely watch 6 Feet Under. Check it out.
I recommend.
And it's not that is not sponsored. I know we've been dropping a lot of sponsorships.
Yes.
Well, actually, just know every single time we drop a sponsorship, we're actually not sponsored by them. But what we're doing is manifesting. And what we're doing is creating an alternate reality in which Annie and Lorelei are not only journalists in queer media,
Hello.
but also sponsored by lots of brands that are cool. And, you know, our podcast does well.
Yeah.
And Shablamers, it's like a huge fandom, and we have live shows. This is the vision, y'all. So if you're here watching this episode, just know like you're part of that manifestation.
Yes, you've been with us since the beginning.
Leave a comment down below if you're here right now watching the episode. Okay.
Ooh, I saw some pop up.
I saw some comments dropping down below.
In my mind. Hello.
And that's you manifesting.
There we go. Manifestation 2025. Here we come.
Speaking of manifestation,
Yes.
my parents did not mean to manifest me, but they
Oh.
did.
You were an accident?
I was a happy accident.
Did you know that before this?
I did know that before this.
Because that's kind of a big thing.
Here's how it goes. Basically, I
Give
have
it to
2
me.
older brothers. My mom is in her 40s, which I don't know what the whole like science behind like pregnancy is now, but at least back then when she was pregnant with me, that was considered like a geriatric pregnancy.
I think it still is. I could be wrong.
They were worried about the viability of the pregnancy, and they were
Yes.
worried about me being able to make it.
Mhm.
And she was like, no, I really want to have the baby. And she wanted a 3rd boy. Ended up being a boy, not to like reveal. Gender reveal.
Hello.
New gender just dropped.
Blue light.
But yeah, so she wanted the 3rd baby, and she was kind of stressy about it from how she recounts it. So delivery date comes.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yes.
How far apart are you from your next brother in line?
I have 2 older brothers.
Yes.
One is 18 years older than me, and the other is 5 years older than me.
Oh, so there was a big gap between those two.
Big gap, basically, between all 3 of us.
Yeah.
I mean, good on my parents. I mean,
Hey.
you know,
Took their time.
they took their time, and you know, they didn't let age stop them from doing the deed and having fun and being themselves and exploring their sensuality.
I can relate.
I shouldn't be talking about my parents like that.
Yeah, that's a little weird. But
Sorry.
anyway, it is your birth story we're learning about. So.
Right, which gets a little graphic. So if
Ooh.
you're kind of sensitive about blood or the thought of like birth maybe going wrong, maybe this isn't a good story for you.
Leave a comment below if you're afraid of hearing about birth.
Well, yes. So gag it. Basically, my mom had 2 babies before me. Both of those babies were C-sections.
Oh.
So doctor's like, you can't have a 3rd C-section. This baby has got to come out the birth canal. There's just a lot of complications. If you have too many C-sections, that kind of a vibe. So cue delivery day. And I'm in there and I'm like, girl, I gotta go. Like, it's time actually for me to get out of here. So I'm like, let me get out.
Were you on time? Were you early, late?
I was right on time.
Of course.
Of course. But not without a flair. Not without a flair for the theatrical.
Mhm.
For the dramatics.
All right.
Basically, aside from giving my mom gestational diabetes, which is a diabetes you can develop when you're pregnant in your gestational period.
Okay.
So I gave my mama gestational diabetes. I'm sorry, Mom.
A bitch from the jump.
I know, literally, a bitch from the jump. Like, I was making it complicated literally from the jump. So then I start to go down the birth canal. I go, no, this isn't working for me. I come halfway out, bitch. I am not coming out. Doctors have to push me back in. And then I'm mad, bitch. Because I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I got a gig.
It's time to go.
Yeah, I got a gig.
Mhm.
I start to push through one of my mom's old C-section wounds.
Oh!
Had I done that successfully, she would have bled internally to death. And not only would I have given this bitch diabetes, but I would have put her on her deathbed as well, basically.
My God.
Good news. Doctors were like, all right, emergency 3rd C-section. Not ideal, but we're going to rock it.
Wow.
And I came out I was healthy. I had all 10 fingers, all 10 toes. You know, definitely a little bit of a diva. But my mom told me when I was growing up that I was always like a little bit dramatic. Oh, we have a guest
Someone
here.
at the bodega? Someone's knocking.
Hi. Oh my
Who's
gosh.
there?
Over here.
We have a very first special guest.
Everybody, please welcome our friend Jay Kurt.
Come on in here, Jay.
Careful of the camera, but you can come step in like right here in the middle if you want to squat and just say hi.
Can we offer you some apple bits or
Apple bits? Oh my god, wow.
frosted mini wheats?
Y'all are stacked for the apocalypse.
You know, you got to be ready.
Jay was very generous in bringing me my jacket that I left at brunch, and it really does complete the look.
It actually does.
I think so.
Without it, you're giving country. With it, you're giving sultry.
Okay. Now, Jay, is there anything you want to say to the Shablam audience?
Yeah, love y'all. Don't forget to floss.
Oh.
And, oh yeah, take care of yourself.
Okay.
Very good advice.
Love you, Jay. Thank you.
For
Thank
that
you. Appreciate
dental advice. I love it. Bye, Jay.
it. Love you. Thank
We'll
you.
see you
Thank you.
soon.
I'll message you.
Sounds good.
Wow.
That was really magical.
our first guest.
Yeah,
Work?
that was a lot
Alex,
of fun.
do you
Alex, did you have
approve?
something to say? No, you were just saying hey.
Leave a comment below if you like guests on the pod.
Yeah, if you want more guests on the pod, leave a comment down below of who you would want to see on the
Oh,
podcast
there we
as well.
go.
Should I like throw this on and like show the audience what I'm made of?
Do it. I thought Jay was going to say, without it, you look country, but with it, you look cunt-ry. Am I right? Get out of my frame, bitch. Ah, I see the hole you ripped in your jeans during brunch. All right, let me see. Oh, yeah, it is fun. Is that brown cow stunning?
This is Brown Cow Stunning.
Ooh, Mohart would be proud.
Oof.
Hey, Mohart.
All right, back to business.
All right, back to this birth canal.
Yeah, so basically it was like drama from the jump, but
Wow.
you know, like I bring it to you every ball. I don't know why you're still gagging.
That's scary. How much of that had you heard? Was any of that new information?
None of
should I
that was
say?
new information.
Oh.
I knew the story basically when you asked me,
Oh.
and I called her basically to ask her how I was growing up, and she was just like dramatic.
Your mom is a woman of few words.
No, my mom is a woman of many words. That's the problem. She won't stop talking.
I love it.
It's hard to
Okay.
take. My mom's the type of person it's hard to take her anywhere because she will talk to every single person and she will not let them go. Like once you're in a conversation with my mother, it's over. Like block off your calendar for the rest of the day, basically, because it's a yap session with Beth. Love you, Mom.
Hey, Beth.
So yeah,
Good job. Okay, that was great.
yes. Homework is out of the way. Jay is out of the way. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
It's time to get into the topic of this episode.
Ooh.
The
it's a fun
topic
one.
of today's episode is personality tests. Now, do you trust personality tests?
I've never taken a personality test. I don't know what my personality is.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I really have never.
Well, what's your star sign?
I am a Libra sun, Taurus moon, and Scorpio rising. So watch out, bitch. And you?
I'm a Sagittarius sun, an Aries moon. Oh, no, sorry. Sagittarius sun, Pisces moon, Aries rising.
Ooh.
So I'm
Okay.
like fiery, but also like very emotional. And
Interesting.
Annie knows the more sensitive side of me.
That's true. That's true. I feel like that side comes out obviously when you're not in drag more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't put everything so on when I'm out of
No.
drag. And it's you guys seem to never know the real me. And you'll never know the real me if I don't show you who I am.
Tough exterior, but soft on the inside.
No. And then
Oh,
that's when I would
wow.
like go into a song. If this was a musical, this is when we would go into
I think
a song.
that's the longest we've ever made it in a podcast without you singing. Good work.
Yay.
Hey, Shablamers. Leave a comment below if you like Lorelei singing.
Okay. Leave a song request down below. If you want to hear Lorelei sing a certain song, leave a request down below.
Oh God.
So basically,
Okay, so
do you feel like your sun sign matches up with your personality?
yes, I think so.
How would you describe that?
So I don't know a lot of facts about astrology. I know the basics. So I know like Libras are very indecisive. They kind of like weigh both sides. They're good at seeing both sides. And in both of those regards, I feel like that's true about me.
Uh-huh.
Would you agree?
Yes, you're incredibly indecisive. Annie, it's like very famous for like whenever a decision is presented to us as like a business pairing, she's always like, "Well, what do you think?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, and luckily I have the type of personality where I like making the decisions.
Exactly.
So for me, it's like no problem. But there is some times where I'm like, "Bitch, like I need you to pick up some slack and make a decision here."
But if it's something that I really feel strongly about, I will stick up for it and fight for it.
yeah,
I'm not one to just like lie over and let you or anyone just kind of like take the wheel.
Period.
So yes, but I also that I've looked into it more with this moon and like rising signs. I see those as well. Like Scorpios have a. What are you looking at?
My camera.
Oh, I was like, is there
Just making
ghosts?
sure that they feel involved in the conversation. I'm trying to keep it like mutual. Is that okay?
I suppose.
She
Thought
didn't
there-
like that I looked away from her while she was talking.
I thought the Bodega ghost was back.
Did you like forget that we're recording a podcast and there's an audience here that we have to like keep
I
engaged?
was like, oh yeah, what was I even talking about?
Okay.
Oh yeah, so also Libras are forgetful. No, that's the weed and the poppers that have rotted my brain.
Well, I'm a Sagittarius, and Sagittariuses are like known for being like charismatic and humorous and like adventurous, but we're also very like impatient and we're very like go go go. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that's true of me. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, and do you know this? So you and Brandon, who is my partner,
Mhm.
have the same sign.
Do you feel like we are similar personalities?
Yes.
Well, how would you describe our personality type then?
You are very, both very, and I mean this in the most loving way, very strong-willed. You both know what you like and will like put your foot down. You're not afraid of making people feel bad or sad necessarily.
I mean, that's true.
You're both
Yeah, brute. Also, like
brute,
Sagittarius
blunt.
are. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you don't mince words. You're
Yeah.
not like gonna
Very straightforward.
pussyfoot around it.
Yeah.
You can bleep that. But you both are very like
Pussy what?
passionate.
Sorry.
You're both very passionate. You're both very talented at a lot of things. Like you're good at everything you try. You know what I mean? And you're both successful at those endeavors.
Wow, that's a lot more than I gave you. It's very complimentary. Most of that's for Brandon, though.
Well, yeah, I've just seen the similarities since working with that. But also, like on the flip side, I think that I'm a good pairing with him romantically and with you like business wise and friendship wise, because I don't let a lot of that stuff that maybe would intimidate other people. Because you two, I feel like, are both intimidating. Or people say that.
People say that about me.
And also Brandon.
Mhm.
You even said that about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not intimidated easily. I don't know why, but I like can see beneath that facade.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I mean? So
Interesting.
yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
Go ahead.
No.
Sorry, let's cut.
Alex, we're trying not to interrupt each other. I don't know if you noticed. We're trying to be better.
Shablamers, leave a comment down below if we're doing a good job of not interrupting each other. We're really trying our best over here.
We are trying. We both like to talk and we're stoned.
Oh,
Have
do
you
as
taken
well.
a personality test before?
Yes, I have.
So the Myers-Briggs, that's the most famous.
Yeah, so I know my Myers-Briggs, which is ENTJ. I believe that is extrovert.
Okay.
Oh God, I don't even remember what they mean.
Leave a comment below if you know what they mean.
There's like 16 personality types that you can have, and actually, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a personality test, and we're going to decide the personality type of our podcast. This is going to be like a joint venture between me and Annie. So imagine if like we were one person. This is our personality test.
It's like our podcast were a baby of the two of us. This would be their personality.
Exactly. Yeah. And also what we're hoping for is this is a fun exploration of each other's personalities, what we agree on, what we disagree on.
Yeah.
It might be fun just to get to know each other.
We'll see. Are people in dating profiles still putting like, when I was in the dating pool, people always put like ENT, like what you just said.
Some people put their Myers-Briggs. I don't know it that well.
That's the thing.
For me
I'm
to
like,
be able to like, be like, okay, I know what that means. I get like the idea is because it's like, ENTJ, it's like, I know the T means thinking and the J means judgmental. And then the N, right?
I didn't know that.
Very fitting. Extroverted, thinking, judgmental. I mean, come on, that's me to a T, basically.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, we know it works.
But I forgot what the N stands for. It doesn't matter because we're going to take this test and it's going to tell us what the tea is, basically.
Are we taking the Myers-Briggs test, or is it one that we don't have to pay for?
It's called 16 Personalities.
Oh.
Now, for all of these questions, let's try our best to just agree or disagree. If we get really heated and we disagree on something and we want to like find something in the middle, then we can.
Okay.
But by each question, just to make it move,
yeah.
we'll go agree, disagree. Okay.
Great. And it's 16 Personalities. Sponsor us.
We're taking a test on the live podcast.
Hey.
Except it's not a live podcast, sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Leave a comment below if you'd want it to be live.
A live episode. Leave a comment what you want to see from a live episode with Antibiotics and Lorelei.
Hey.
Okay, ready?
I am ready.
You regularly make new friends. Agree.
Yes, agree. Oh, so we just do agree or disagree. It's not like a scale.
If you can. If we disagree,
Okay.
then we can sort it out. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Agree.
Yeah.
Okay. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Well, what do I want to say? Or
right.
what?
Because like I said, I'm a Libra, so I weigh all sides. I try to and make my
course.
opinion. But emotional sometimes does get the better of me.
You know, I think I'm kind of famous for being very like cold. Do you know what I mean? Like when like worst comes to worst and the facts are presented, like if I see someone in the wrong, I'm not usually one to kind of be like, oh, well, you know what I mean? It's like, it does get kind of black and white for me, which I'm not saying is a good thing. That's just how I am.
Right.
So I would say disagree.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even remember what the question is.
Your living and working spaces are clean and organized.
Agreed.
Well, I've seen your space, and I would maybe move it a little bit towards disagree.
Wait, are we talking about home? Well, that's the weird thing is I've always been an organized person, but for some reason when I'm in drag, I don't know why, it's just
a
madness.
Mess.
It literally is. And I don't like that about myself.
I have gotten this opportunity recently to take one of the rooms that's in my apartment and turn it into a drag room. And at this very moment, as I record this podcast, it is literally just like small, like Acropolis piles of like all these different pieces of drag, like not organized in any sort of way. I mean, obviously I want to get there, but it's insane how easy it is to get so messy with drag.
Right. Especially when you work a lot, because like I have a gig the night before, I only have one suitcase. So I'm like putting this stuff that I just used, repacking it, saving some of this from that. So it's I don't know, it's a lot.
For real. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure.
You?
I would say disagree for you.
I would say disagree for you.
Oh, well, then let's put disagree.
Okay.
We both.
I feel like we should answer for each other.
I mean, like, thank God, like, I don't think we've ever been in a situation where both of us were under, like, strong duress.
No, I think
it's usually like one or one. Like I'm usually stressed out or something, and then Annie is like more under control, or Annie's really stressed out about something, and then I'm more under control. Yeah. But what were you gonna say?
I'm trying to think if there was a time where both of us were like.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
You find the idea of network.
Oh, I remembered one time.
No, what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
The DTLA Pride rehearsals, we started to get a little heated with each other.
Oh my God. Wait, I'm going to take this to court right now. Basically, like we were rehearsing for a number and we had backup dancers, and it was me and Annie as like the two, like, you know, front main girls.
It was the first time we'd done like a larger scale thing.
What was it? I think I just told you that I kept telling you that you were messing up something, and you were like, oh, I guess it's me. I guess I'm the problem. Remember that?
I don't even remember what it was, but I remember snapping at you.
Like she snapped at me being like, because I told her, I was like, Annie, you're messing this up. Because again, this goes back to what we were talking about before. Like, I'm very cold, I'm very blunt, and very direct, so I won't mince words.
Right.
Like, especially like in a rehearsal setting where it's work. I was just giving it straight up. Girl, I grew up watching Dance Moms, and if I saw something to correct, I corrected it, honey. And I saw Annie, and I was like, Annie, you're doing this wrong. And she turns to the other dancers and go, oh, I guess it's always me. I guess it's always me, huh?
This isn't what I remember. This is not, that may have happened, but there was a specific moment in my mind where we were like having a heated conversation, and I like lost. I didn't lose it, but I used my like angry voice.
Yes.
And you kind of were taken aback, I think, because you hadn't seen that side of me. Really
I was
before.
taken aback, and I grabbed your shoulders, and I was like, come on, I didn't mean that. And you were like, no, let's just keep going. Like, let's just keep going. Like, you're that kind of person. Not to laugh at you, but it was kind of funny because you're very like, No, it's fine. No, I guess it's fine. No, I guess it's fine. Like, it's very that.
Sarcastic bitch. But that's the Scorpio side of me. Like, I will snap at
Yes.
someone if I feel wrong has been done.
But thank God that is an anomaly
Yeah,
in
it's
our
rare.
history of interactions.
Yeah.
You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Disagree. Networking?
I mean, we
do it all the time.
Yeah.
And a good Shablammer knows how to network. Hey.
Mm.
Leave a comment down below if you have an elevator pitch for yourself. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline.
Again, in my regular life, yes, but with drag, no.
Okay,
it's always
then
last minute.
Disagree. Yeah.
Right? You'd agree.
I'd agree that to disagree. To write disagree.
Yeah.
We would agree to disagree.
Hello.
People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Agree. Well, depends on the context.
This is like the same question asked again from before in a different way.
See, this is what's hard is that you can't think about these questions for too long. Because saying people's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data, my instinct is to say yes.
Yeah.
But then I think about the practice of it and it's like, well, if someone was like peddling me a conspiracy theory and there was like data that went up against their conspiracy theory, but they were like, I saw it.
Right.
I would be like, well, no. Or like, even if you did see it, it's an anomaly. So it's hard to say. So should we just put that smack dab in the middle, maybe?
Yeah. And it also depends on what order. Like if someone comes to you with the emotional story first and then you hear the facts, I'm more likely to, of course, then believe the facts. But if I hear the facts and then someone is like, no, those facts aren't real. This is what I saw with my own eyes. It's an impassioned. Then it's harder to argue with that.
And that's why you should be listening and watching Shablam because we come in with the facts every
Hello.
week. Every week, basically, we come in with the facts. Okay.
Hello.
You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Agreed.
Agreed.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Agreed.
Really?
Well, I mean, I'm working on it, but yeah, like, don't you think?
I would
I
not
beat
have
myself up. When something small happens, I beat myself up. I did a brunch this weekend. I fell during my number, and I swear to God, I was like, they all thought it was horrible. They all thought it was horrible. They all laughed at me, and they didn't. But that's how you feel when like something small happens like that, and then you're like, it's affecting your whole like brain.
The only time I've ever fallen during a number, going back to that same DTLA Pride brunch, was that time we both fell in the same spot in different parts of the number. Do you remember that?
We were performing on a stage that was hexed, basically, because there was one spot on this stage that was basically made for Annie and I to like fall in.
Literally.
At separate times.
It was
at separate points of staging during the number. We went to this one spot and we both fell when we were at that spot.
Yeah. I wasn't even on stage when you fell in that spot. So it's not like I could have even avoided it had I tried, but that was wild. Oh, sorry, babe. Just kicked you.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
Agreed.
Sure. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Disagree.
Disagreed.
Yeah, for sure. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all.
Disagree.
No, disagree.
Rare.
Very rare.
Yeah.
That's a good day, though.
Yeah.
A day where I don't have to schedule anything. That's a Sunday. A Sunday for me. Oh, thank God we have a Sunday every week because
I don't. Sometimes I have brunch. That's work. But you have every Sunday off?
You think I give a fuck? Well, no, I don't. Obviously, I don't have every Sunday off because I'm here recording with you, bitch.
Oh, right. It is Sunday. The Lord's Day.
Girl, you rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Disagree?
Disagree. I'm getting better about that, though. Like, not giving a fuck what people think.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really hard.
Yeah. Do you think drag has helped you with that? I think it has me.
Definitely. Yeah. And I also think standing firm in your values, knowing what you stand for. And obviously, like, drag helps with that because it's very community oriented. So it's a lot of like back and forth with like a lot of other drag performers, queer people about like current events and topics and stuff like that. But yeah, I think like it's important to not worry too much about what other people think.
Yeah, totally. As a wise one once said, if they're not paying your bills, then don't pay them any mind. Something like that.
Unless they pay your bills, pay those bitches no mind.
Hello.
That's RuPaul.
Period.
One of my favorite quotes is from, I forgot, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's like contended about like where it's come from, but it's what other people think about you in the world is none of your business.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
And that's on period.
I don't give a fuck what you think about me, Shablamers.
Don't listen. Yes, she does.
Shablam fan base, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't give a fuck.
And I love each and every one of you, Shablamers. Thank you so much for being here and your support.
This is propaganda. This is literally like antibiotics propaganda.
Don't listen.
You enjoy participating in team-based activities.
Agreed.
Yeah. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Well, based off of your makeup, I would say you definitely love
God damn you, bitch.
untested approaches.
Yes, I'm self-taught.
Oof.
Agree, disagree? I don't even know what the question was.
Let's just mark it right in the middle.
Okay.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Well, see, now this
Agreed.
is where we would disagree. I disagree. I'm hard. I'm harsh.
Yes.
I'm a harsh girl with a harsh word for you. And if I have something to say, I'll say it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it.
And I'm more a little bit of honey before giving the medicine, I think.
Yeah, I'm like vinegar, vinegar, vinegar.
Yeah.
Because nothing cleans better than vinegar.
Do you think it's better to be like that? I think it probably is. But I don't know, actually.
I think it's different strokes for different folks. I mean, it's like, does it help you? Does it help you? If it like helps you to like sugarcoat everything you're saying and like that's kind of, and like it helps you maintain your relationships and it makes you happy, then you should do it that way. I think for me, like the way that I've just gone about through life, and this one, it's totally like individual to individual, just in the circumstances in my life, I've had more success with being straightforward and honest than like sugarcoating things. And it's like hard. I mean, I think in both situations, like you can make errors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you can like make faux pas or whatever, you know what I mean? I've definitely had like awkward moments of like biting my tongue, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's like, I'm happy with the relationships that I keep in my life. I'm happy with the career that I have. And I think a lot of that is based in like advocating for myself and like removing people and like circumstances from my life that don't help me and being honest about that and not like sugarcoating it for myself or for others, you know?
Yeah.
So
I get it.
You don't have to be like Lorelei. You don't have to be like Antibiotics. You just have to be you.
Be you. That's all you can be.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. So we'll just put that right in the middle
Okay.
because we seem to,
We're split.
we're split. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Sure.
Agreed.
Yeah. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
Lately,
Agreed.
yes, agreed, unfortunately.
You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Not more than, but I enjoy being alone sometimes.
Yeah, I would think you would agree with that more than me.
I love being alone.
You do.
Annie knows this about me.
I like my alone time too, but I don't mind
Hanging
being
out.
around. Yeah, I'm from like a really large family, so
I
we
literally-
never had alone time.
Yeah. I literally get to a point where I'm like, okay, I actually need everyone to get out.
Yeah.
Like I need everyone to get out and I need space. You know what I mean?
And I'm used to living in like chaos.
You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Of course I could.
Yeah.
Honey, look at this. Look at this. Look at all this. All this drag. I'm writing a fictional story every day, bitch.
Period.
You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like when you hand out tip spots to people who shouldn't be doing your shows.
Oh, that's what they're talking about. Like that kind of thing.
You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to hurt people's feelings by not giving them the tit spot, but sometimes.
Yeah, I have a hard time saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Well,
I mean, we are
This
kind of
is
split.
where we would
yeah,
split
that's
again.
the same question in a different way. That's what's kind of annoying about personality tests. I get because that's how
I
they...
hate that everyone has different personalities. I hate it.
No.
I hate that everyone has different personalities.
Why can't they all be like me?
Exactly. The world would be so much easier if everyone was like me.
Like you?
I
No, that they ask the same question in different ways. I get that that's like to see if people are telling the truth, I suppose. I don't know.
You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. I don't know, actually. I feel like I do sometimes.
I don't.
Put it right in the middle.
Okay.
Your mood can change very quickly. Agree.
Yeah.
Shut up! You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I am.
I am too. I think.
If it's really emotional and I feel it too.
And also the source is important.
Right. Depends like who is the
emotional
one.
Yeah.
You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
In drag, yes.
Agree. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Well, Annie and I love that. We were actually on that this morning.
Yeah.
When we're alone, not in front of the audience, the Shablamers audience. Maybe one day, maybe like a Patreon episode.
I was going to say they got to pay extra for that.
Yeah. You can get into like what we really talk about, which is all the trials and tribulations of living in the US of A, basically.
In LA specifically.
Me in this outfit talking about the trials and tribulations of living in the US of A. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. So yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Right in the middle, because I feel like we just talked about this. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like I was going to say, like, I feel like we have to get theoretical sometimes with our discussions. We write together. We write, like, scripts and stuff. And so sometimes we get a little theoretical with it.
Yeah, every once in a while. Leave a comment below if you ever get theoretical.
Theoretical and fierce.
Okay.
Okay. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart.
Yeah.
I hope everyone does. You should always follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Well, yes. Try being a drag queen, honey, and then you tell me if you can keep a consistent schedule. Right?
Not easy. Not easy.
easy.
We're doing it.
You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Do you regret a lot?
No, not particularly.
Yeah, me neither. You rarely second guess the choices that you've made.
Sometimes I wonder, like, what would have happened.
Big decisions. Big
Yeah,
decisions.
Do you have one that jumps to mind?
No, not really. A lot of different things. I mean, different directions my life could have gone in.
Yeah.
If I went to a different school, if I dated a different person, if I didn't date someone that I did date, things like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know. I'm still young. I still have a lot of decisions to make before I regret anything, you know?
Fair enough.
Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think we're both lively and
I think so.
You're lively and I'm outgoing.
Okay.
You are drawn to various forms of creative expression.
Agreed.
You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Back to this thing again.
I know. They won't let it go.
I know. They're
Answer
really
the question.
They're really obsessed with us.
I know.
They're really. Are they like? Do they have a problem that they need our opinion on or something? Like
16 personalities. Leave a comment below and let us know why you've asked this question so many times.
It just seems like they're trying to like assess our reaction before we actually like give it to them. You know what I mean? And like, you like to have a to-do list for each day. Agreed. It's major. A to-do list for each day is like essential.
Yeah. I have like a running one that never ends. I just keep adding to it.
Basically, I have like a daily one and then one that is like in the ether. If you can ever get these things done, they're on your list. You rarely feel insecure. Not when I look like this, honey.
Hello, beauty.
Okay. But I would say in general, yeah, I do.
Yeah, same.
You avoid making phone calls. Never. I love a good phone call. Hello. Oh. Hello. No, she's here.
What's that?
No, she's not wearing what you told her to.
Scuzzy?
Yeah.
Oh no. Scuzzy.
Okay, I'll let her know. Okay. Love you, bye.
Ah! Scuzzy?
That was our manager, Scuzzy.
What did he say? How do you even get this number? I didn't even know that phone worked.
He's not happy with you.
What did he say?
I think we should probably just talk about it after the podcast,
Oh my
to be
God,
honest.
now
Because
I'm in trouble with Scuzzy, our manager.
You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints.
You just want me to keep going with his personality test? Now I'm distraught.
You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints?
Agreed.
You can easily connect with people you have just met. Uh-oh. Annie, are you okay? Annie,
Been
babe.
a long few days. Okay,
Alex,
now
cut
Scuzzy-
this. Alex, cut this.
No, keep going,
No,
Alex.
Alex.
Leave a comment below if you want Alex to cut.
Annie, what's wrong? Annie, what's wrong?
I don't want Scuzzy to be mad at me. This is the last thing I need right now.
Remember earlier when they asked us how quickly your mood can change? This is what we're talking about. Annie.
Okay, I'm okay.
Oh.
I'm back. Sorry, everyone. Thanks, Shablamers, for
Hanging in there.
following me on that journey. Okay, Okay, moving along. What was the question?
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
Agreed.
I mean, look at her. She just had a little meltdown. She's ready to get back into the episode. Like, of course, she's ready to get back on track as soon as possible.
I'm a pro. What can I say?
You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Every single day.
Oh, yeah.
Every single day. Small things. Like, I am the type of person being like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? And not even in situations that matter. Like, barista's like, have a good day. I'm like, you too. Or like, enjoy your meal. You too. Why did I say that?
Really? See,
Why did I say that?
mine's not an everyday thing. Mine's like once in a while.
Or sometimes
But-
I'll say something to a drag queen and I'm like, why did I say that?
See, this goes back to like the being kind of sensitive around subjects and being blunt. You don't regret as much, maybe. Or like second guess yourself when it's...
Well, you just told me that you regret too, no?
Yeah, but not every day. That's what I'm saying. Like you do it every day with little interactions.
In the shower.
And mine are mostly like once in a while when something big happens and I like explode.
You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I disagree.
Our whole show was kind of about that.
Yeah, we're also like, we are the future.
Hello.
Shablamers, you are the future. And in an ideal future, there is a Shablam casino on the Las Vegas Strip. Cookie and Smokey are living happy, fruitful lives.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
You and I are exposing the funeral industrial complex. And in addition to that, we're also becoming large donors for our high schools.
Yes, and having successful sex and dating lives.
And careers. We're basically getting a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Tony Awards.
We're in queer media now, so that Peabody will be coming anytime.
Anytime. So the future is ours.
Hey, it's looking up.
Fist bump. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Disagree, I guess.
Yeah.
We saw you earlier. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical and right.
Yeah. Yes. Agree for me.
Agree. Okay, let's just do it.
Okay.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. I feel like maybe as an individual, I would agree with this, but Annie and I are pretty good at like little consistent efforts. We're good at like kind of chipping away at projects like each week, I feel like.
Yes, I agree.
So disagree actually with that question.
Okay. I agree with you.
When someone thinks highly of you, like how Alex thinks of us.
Oh, hey, Alex.
You wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
No. Disagree.
Okay.
Do you?
Every day I worry about whether or not Alex is pleased with us. Every single day I leave
Alex
this studio,
specifically.
I think, is it enough for Alex?
Will it ever be enough for Alex?
Sometimes you just don't feel like you're enough.
Stay tuned to find out.
Leave a comment down below if you don't feel like you're enough.
Aww.
And just know that you are.
We love you.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time.
Disagree.
I work a day job where I work alone most of the time. I love it personally, but I'll put disagree down for you. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. I mean, hello.
I took my
We're
shoes off.
philosophers. Oh my God. Can you see her feet? Her
Don't
nasty
look.
ass.
Your foot. We did learn about your foot fetish last week or a couple weeks ago. So
Oh. Not
leave a comment below if you remember Lorelei's foot fetish.
Oh my God. You're not supposed to mention that again on the personality test episode.
Oh, oops.
Will you show the camera your bottom of your feet?
No,
when
they're
it's
probably
dirty?
so disgusting.
The nasty, like dirty tights at the bottom of her feet.
Y'all, I was changing in a lawless brewery. What do you expect?
We were literally at brunch this morning in a brewery. Like we had like you know the giant like what do you even call them, like barrels, vats like of like steel vats of beer that were like sitting there being brewed. Like we were getting dressed among all of that. It was crazy.
Yeah. Usually I bring a little like towel to stand on, Chad Michael style, but I didn't have it this time.
Didn't have it this time. So, okay. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's why we live in Los Angeles.
Oh, I haven't sung that time.
If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Agreed.
How many of these are there, by the way?
We're 90%
We're gonna
done.
we're gonna be here for 4 hours.
No, we're almost done.
Okay.
You often feel overwhelmed.
Agreed.
You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Disagree.
You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than concrete steps. I'm going to put that one right in the middle. It's kind of a weird question, no?
Yeah, I would say more agree, but yeah.
You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. Again, like they have a problem that they're afraid to tell us about.
Yeah. Just let us know, 16 personalities. Come on.
You struggle with deadlines.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well.
Especially with drag. Our homework.
Yes. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Agreed.
Although sometimes it's hard, I will admit.
Okay, let's see our results.
Oh, I'm so nervous. You're gonna make us like pay for it.
I'm literally so stressed out right now.
Is it still calculating?
No, it gave us the personality type.
Do we have one?
We are
drumroll, please.
ENTJ, which was the
So
same one as me. So
Hmm.
I'm afraid, Shablamers, you know, the scientific method isn't really perfect. And it's very possible to make a lot of missteps along the way with the scientific process. And if I had to write a paper on this experiment that we ran today on determining a personality type for our podcast, I would say there was an issue with the methodology. I would say we maybe needed to control a little, some more variables because we answered questions too closely to what I would have answered them, which may have made it so that it came out as a result for me and not necessarily a result for all of the Shablamers out there listening. Wow. And for that, I just want to say we're journalists, not scientists. And if any scientists want to come onto the podcast and discuss with us the intricate theories and possibilities that come to being able to decipher which personality we have, you are more than welcome. You are embraced. Annie, is there anything you'd like to say to the camera?
Scientists, we love you. Thank you for your diligent work and hard-won efforts. Thank you for everything you've taught me about the world and the universe, my fellow humans, and also the animals. Science and scientists. We couldn't do it without you.
Not only has science and scientists been helpful in me being able to learn more about myself, but also those around me, including my friend Biotixx over here. I mean, this is a unique specimen.
That's true. And it's made me learn more about Lorelei in a hat.
Well, yes. Would you like to hear about our personality?
Yeah, sure. Do we want to hear about that?
You are a natural-born leader with an unparalleled drive to turn your visions into reality. Your strategic mind excels at seeing the big picture, identifying long-term goals, and devising efficient plans to achieve them. You possess a rare combination of confidence, charisma, and decisiveness that draws others to you and inspires them to follow your lead.
Wow.
I like that.
I'll take it. Hey, leave a comment below what your personality is. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, and if you know anything about your personality type, feel free to share.
What if everyone who takes the personality test on this app or whatever it is gets that same result?
I don't think that's the case.
You don't?
I don't.
Let us know, Shablamers.
There's 16 personalities.
I know, but what if the site is just like, it doesn't really matter what you answer?
You're literally peddling conspiracy theories again. Here you are. Literally, we can't go an episode without you, like, literally peddling conspiracy theories.
Well, are you going to believe the facts or are you going to believe the emotional way I say it?
Right.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Should we wrap this up?
I think so. What's our homework for next week?
Well, you have a homework assignment due.
Okay, so can I just do that one? Or do
I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm not gonna double up your responsibilities.
You don't want to hear my birth story?
It seems like you have already made it very difficult for yourself. So, sure, I'm interested to hear your birth story if you want to gather that information, that intel.
Let's see.
And then what do you want to tell me?
Oh, right. I was so
right. You forgot.
Distraught with not doing my own homework for the very first time in my life. Let's see. I want you to write something because you haven't had to write anything yet.
Okay,
and
let's
you're a
do
really
it.
good writer. So I want you to write. I want you to write a commercial
Okay.
for some of the items in our bodega, complete with a jingle.
Okay.
Since you love to sing.
Let me take a picture of the bodega.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I can remember.
I want you to do a commercial for the bodega.
What's up here.
Is that fair? It has nothing to do with a personality test, I don't think, but
That's okay. Should we take a selfie really fast?
sure.
1, 2, 3. Hey, gag.
Everyone say Shablam.
Oh, wait, here. Let's get one with the viewers, too.
Oh, yeah, of course. How rude of us.
How rude of us. Ready, guys?
Alex, get in there.
1, 2, 3. Thanks for posing with us.
Wow,
y'all.
you look great, audience.
All right.
Did we do it?
We definitely shablammed it.
Hey, episode 5 in the books.
Thank you for listening to Shablam. Shablam is a podcast about life, philosophy, art, and of course, friendship.
Friendship, drag. We are 2 drag queens living in LA, pursuing our dreams, and we want you along for the ride.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave a comment down below.
Leave a comment below.
And if you like the show, my name is Lorelei. And if you didn't like the show, my name is Biotixx.
Hey, we'll see you next week for more Shablamin'.
Bye.
Insert theme song here.